All right, on the RDL or Romanian deadlift, we want to make sure that we keep our back tall, flat, and neutral. So a tall, flat, neutral spine. We're going to hinge at the hip. We want to get down to that universal athletic position, so knees are going to be slightly bent, feet flat on the floor, hips back, shoulders over knees, over toes. But we want to make sure from that position we aren't going to bend our knees anymore to get down into our RDL. We're just going to raise our hips up, stick that butt out as far as you can, get that nice big stretch through your hamstrings, shoulders back, neutral spine, tall, flat, neutral spine, reaching into those hamstrings as far as you can, and then standing back up. So sliding down, sliding those hips up behind you, stretching into those hamstrings, and then back up to the top. And one of the things that we want to make sure is as we're standing back up, there's a couple ways to do that. So the first way that most people kind of default into is they get down here to the bottom and they think they're done, so they start pulling themselves up with their back and shutting their hips and hamstrings off. So they've loaded their hamstrings, they've stretched them out, but they aren't using them to stand back up. So we really want to make sure once we're down here, we want to press into the ground and keep that tall, flat, neutral spine rather than pulling with that barbell and our head and shoulders leading the way. Usually that's not something that shows up until we're in a warm-up. Usually that's something that shows up when we're doing RDLs for heavier work sets, but really want to make sure that we're engaging that hamstring and pulling ourselves back up to that standing position by engaging those muscles that we have engaged.